"Sit down, Tristan," said John Henry. "We need to talk." I eased down opposite him and leaned my head against the tree trunk. John Henry watched Ayana leave, then turned and studied my eyes. I avoided his, choosing instead to gaze at the butterflies flying above us. "These iron monsters are killing us slowly," the big man said grimly. "It's getting to the point where folks can't step outside the thicket without one of us gods escorting them. Even then, it can get iffy." "But," I said, "you're John Henry. You're all heroes' gods." "Right. How can they?" "Easily. All it takes is a bunch of those sneaky metal creatures to suck up our attention, and then the other ones start snatching folks left and right. They're smart. Smarter than they should be. Smarter than they used to be. Their leader is devious in ways we never could have imagined. They're learning, and they're taking our people. They're even taking our children. Our children!" John Henry pounded his fist on the ground, sending tremors through the whole forest, and I flinched as hundreds of butterflies took flight in a flurry of silent wings. "Who's their leader?" I asked. He rubbed his forehead with his eyes closed for several seconds. "It ain't really a who. It's more of a feeling of devastation and destruction, hunger and greed. It's pain, and that's what it survives on. It came here with the first of us, with me and Brer Rabbit and Brer Fox and the flying ladies. The sadness to our joy. We managed to defeat it once. We thought if we let it sink to the bottom of the burning sea and stayed vigilant and forbade anyone from mentioning or even thinking of it, we could live peaceful lives." He looked up at the sky, but something brought it to the surface again, worked it up into a right fury, and it's sending everything it has after us. All the iron monsters it can dredge up from the depths are heading our way. When he stopped speaking, I struggled with the enormity of his words. Something had disturbed a monster it had taken all the gods to defeat. That something was me. And the haint I'd brought along? John Henry cleared his throat. "Brer says he has a plan, and you're part of it." I frowned, but he winced. "I wish we could keep you out of it, but I don't see how we have a choice. We need your help." There it was again, that word, help. I started to shake my head. "I don't think I can, Tristan and Aniseum. That's something special. You may not realize it, but this world and yours are connected. The legends, the fables, all the tales you heard growing up, they give us strength. They're like fuel for us folk heroes here. The reason everyone calls us gods, and when an Aniseum tells them, they're even more powerful. You are linked with Alki more than any of us because you carry the stories that brought us here, stories from your world and mine." I opened my mouth, then closed it. How was I supposed to respond to that? Suddenly, all of my excuses sounded trivial. I closed my eyes and squeezed my fist tight. Everyone was after this power that I didn't understand. I just longed to get rid of it, not save the world. But if I wanted to get home, what choice did I have? "What's the plan?" I asked.